welcome back to my channel. I'm Maggie. Today we're talking about something really fun. We are talking about how to be funny in English. It's definitely really hard to be a funny person, even in your own language, let alone being funny in a second language. So by no means I'm a funny person in English. I think I'm pretty funny in Chinese, but I'm still trying to figure out how to be funny in English. So I'm still figuring this out, and I found a few ways that is really doable in English that I'm practicing, so I want to share with you too. I'm really excited about this video. I hope you guys are as well. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. First way that I found, and in my opinion is the best way to be funny, is self-deprecating humor. Self-deprecating is just a fancy word for making fun of yourself. I think this one is the best one because you don't hurt anybody in the process and is pretty much practical in every situation. If you ask me who does self-deprecating humor the best, some of the names that came to mind are definitely Amy Schumer, Emma Chamberlain, and Jennifer Lawrence. In my opinion, Amy Schumer and Emma Chamberlain made a career out of self-deprecating humor. If you've never heard of Amy Schumer, she started off her career as a stand-up comedian. So basically I think she's still an attractive woman, but on a bigger side. So she's a little bit bigger than what you would think a Hollywood star would look like. And that's what made her different. Most of the time, her jokes are about how difficult it is to fit into the Hollywood culture or Los Angeles, or being a little bit bigger has affected her life. One joke that stood out to me that Amy Schumer made is in an interview she did with Ellen.
Do you like it here? I mean, I don't fit in here. Straight up body type. Like in LA, my arms register as legs.
She said she doesn't fit in LA because her arm is considered a leg in LA. So you have to be genuine, something that you're really feeling that you're not really good at, but you can make fun of yourself. That's when you do self-deprecating humor. But yeah, if you want to become a funnier person, practice makes perfect. Definitely practice a lot. And now comes the question, how do you practice? Cambly is a great source. I talked about this app so many times before. This is an app that enables you to talk to a foreign teacher anywhere and anytime and for however long you want. So I think it's just such a great way to practice English, because when you're just talking to your friends, it could be kind of weird to ask them to practice a joke with. But if you are talking to an English teacher, they know you're trying to practice. That's definitely better, and you feel more relaxed too. So I think it's a really great way. If you want to try out the platform for 15 minutes for free, definitely use my code to get this 15 minutes. It's a great opportunity. Go try it out. Next one is easy. Simply surprise people with an unexpected answer. For example, if people are expecting you to say yes, you answer no. Let's do an example because it's hard to understand this way.
What'd you make of the experience? Not as easy as it looks, is it?
Pretty easy. Not that hard.
In this example, Conan is definitely expecting her to say, yes, it was really hard to host, but she said, no, it was not at all. It was really easy. So that element of surprise is what made this entire answer so brilliant and funny, and everyone just instantly love her. So that in real life is really applicable. For example, I remember when I first came to the States, a lot of people would ask me, so you're here alone? Oh, wow. All your family is still back in China, you're here alone. It must be really hard to adjust to the new life, right? Yeah, back then I just answered, yes, it's really hard, because it is. But if you want to be like a funnier person and you want to turn this situation into a more lighthearted answer, you could definitely say, no, not at all. There's no curfew. I could eat whatever I want to eat. I don't have to do the dishes. It's fantastic. I think the good part is you don't have to explain because everyone understands that you're just trying to be funny. It's not that it's not hard being alone in a different country. It's just you're trying to be a lighthearted person. Next one is a little hard, and to me, this one still just comes to me every now and then, rarely comes to me, but I really like this one when someone else does it, is wordplay. Let's look at an example.
Jim, Now is the time to stop putting Dwight's personal effects into Jell-O.
Dwight, I'm sorry, because I've always been your biggest fan.
You should have put him in custody.
Oh, hey, yes, new guy!
Now, in this example, there are 3 words involved: Jell-O, flan, and custard. You first have to know all these 3 are the same texture desserts. And when Jim said, I wouldn't want to do that because I'm your biggest flan, he meant I'm your biggest fan. And then Ryan said you should put him in custody, he meant custody. So I think that's just really funny, but you have to have a lot of culture background to make a wordplay joke. So for me, I still struggle with it. I don't really know how to make wordplay jokes, but sometimes it comes to me. Really simple ones. Next one, I really like it as well. It's called observational humor. It means that you observe an everyday activity and through funnier storytelling, you turn it into a joke. One example that came to mind or stood out to me is definitely the rice maker joke.
Well, then how much water do I add? Just fill it through this slide right here, Joseph. This is how you cook perfect rice. I want the world to know that right now.
So if you tell this joke, not joke, fact, but it's really funny because it's so unconventional. No one will ever think that your finger could be used as a measuring cup. That's why it's funny. It's again, the element of surprise. No one will expect that, so that's why it's funny. And being a Chinese person, you can use this joke for the rest of your life. So I just think it's a good one. And another one is using iconic characters or catchphrases to make a joke. For example, this one might be a little complicated to explain, but let's try. I was watching this TV show called Reba. In one of the episodes, the dad is trying to change his appearance. So he did a perm and he ended up looking kind of like another character from another movie called Napoleon Dynamite. And in the other movie, there's a catchphrase called vote for Pedro. And when the kid saw her dad, she instantly made a joke. So did you vote for Pedro, Napoleon? That's why you should watch a lot of movies and TV shows, popular culture, so when people make jokes like this in reference to a popular TV character or catchphrases, you would know what they're talking about. I actually made a whole other episode talking about some must-know movie catchphrases. You should definitely check it out. I'll link it in the card. But if you can't remember all of them, I think one that stood out is Houston, we have a problem. Anytime you have a situation or a obstacle come up, you can say, Houston, we have a problem. And instantly you just become a funnier person. So I think this is a good one. Houston, we have a problem. Last but not least is being sarcastic. Now, I think you need to be really careful with this one because it is funny, but it might not be funny to the person you're being sarcastic to. It's funny to the audience. For example, Chandler Bing from Friends, that's like the spokesperson for being a sarcastic person, in my opinion. A lot of it is towards one person, and if you really look at it, everyone else is laughing but the person he's saying that to. So for this one, you really need to be careful because you don't want to single someone out and make fun of them and make everyone else laugh. That's just not a good situation. It's not good for you or everyone else. So I tend to stay away from this one because I think it takes skills to be a sarcastic person. But if it's just you and your significant other, your friends, someone that you're really, really close to, no problem. But in a newer group of people that you just met or your acquaintances, you're not best friends yet, definitely be careful. For example, I went on Cambly and I talked to one of the teachers, but she said she made a joke that I thought it was really funny. Her brother-in-law was actually wearing one of those transition glasses and she said, "Why are you wearing those pedophile glasses?" So everyone laughed. and that is a sarcastic comment because those transition glasses looks really creepy, if you know what I'm talking about. And it's because it's her brother-in-law, no one got offended, so it's a really good joke. Alright, that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun filming this video and I learned a lot too. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!